Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ask Cray R, episode 11. Let's dig right into the questions because there's a lot here, even more so than normal. Okay, so the first question goes from Carter Spurlock, a newbie, and he asked, 1. What's your opinion on the 7D? 2. Are you surprised that Bessie Higginbottom's voice is in Inside Out, aka Amy Poehler? 3. What's your opinion on Jimmy Two Shoes? And 4. What's your opinion on Atlantis, the Lost Empire? 1. I've never seen that, so I have no opinion. 2. I am actually surprised, because Amy Poehler is a very popular actress that's been seen in other popular shows like Duncanville, Parks and Recreation, and, yeah, of course, The Mighty Bee, but I'm not sure if I've said this on my channel yet, though it has been in my mind for a while now. I am surprised, despite how popular she is, her very first cartoon is never really as popular. That's so bizarre. Like, it should be popular, but it isn't, which explains why it only lasted 2 seasons. Meh. Anyways, yeah, I am. 3. I've barely seen it, so I have no opinion. And 4, never heard of it, so no opinion. Next questions go from Bubba's World, and he asked, 1. What's your opinion on Word World? 2. What's your opinion on Alpha Blocks? 3. What's your opinion on Dora the Explorer? 4. Is there anything you like about any shows you hate? Those included. And 5. Do you think they should shut down Nicktoons? 1. I've actually never seen an episode, but judging by the animation and how the show looks, it's bad. 2. Same thing as number 1. 3. I do not like it. Though I will say those first 2 seasons are actually decent. And plus, I do like the map song. It is a bop. 4. I'm not gonna say any other show because that would take way too long here. But I'll just say what those shows say over there. Ubi? No, that show is just bad. Bad on its own. Blues Room? I guess the music's alright, but that's basically all I can think about. Dora, I've already mentioned. The Backyardigans, no. They're just way too much singing. I can't think of anything. Gumball? I guess the show's okay. The reason why I didn't really like it so much, though, is because I thought it was kind of boring. But it looks like a show that kind of has potential, so I wouldn't say it's that bad. Adventure Time? The only good thing I can think about is Finn's voice. Finn's voice actor, Jeremy Shada. He's kind of cool, but that's it. I just think the show's boring as heck. And as for Wow Wow Wubsy, as I've stated before in another video, I do think the animation and the music is okay, and I do like the games they have online. Aside from that, that show's just bad. And 5, simple answer, yes. I'm not going to do a whole rant on that this time. More questions. He asked, 1. Can you do an impression on Caillou? 2. Have you done impressions on any Blue's Clues characters? 3. What's your opinion on Sonic? 4. What's better, Sonic the Hedgehog and I think he meant to say the Sonic restaurant? And 5. What's better, KFC or Chicken Express? 1. I actually did try doing an impression on Caillou back then, but it was so horrible. I don't even want to do it because I'll embarrass myself. I don't think I can really impersonate the grandmother telling the stories. One day, Caillou was laying around having fun. Nah, it's pretty bad. 2. I have same thing like Caillou, but I don't think they're very good. Like, I'll do a couple for your entertainment. Here's Slippery. Whoa! Here's Mailbox. Mail's here, mail's in. Hey, Steve, here's your letter. Here's Mr. Salt. Magnifique, bonjour. Usual French words, I guess. And of course, everyone's favorite lovable puppy, Blue. That's honestly the best one out of all of them. Yes, the next question. 3. I've said my opinions multiple times, but just a refresher. I don't like Sonic, but I'll admit, I do kind of like that Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog show that some people, they should remember because some memes are there, like silence, no, I didn't forget to pull that lever, stuff like that. 4. I've never been to Sonic actually, but I've heard of it and I think there's one located around my area, so I would pick that. And 5. I'd say KFC, though I don't think I've heard of Chicken Express. I think you were meant to say Panda Express, but yeah, I would just say KFC. Seriously? Huh, maybe I should look into that. Anyways, next question goes from Dylan Thomas, and he asked, 1. Do you drink coffee? 2. Who's your favorite school teacher? 3. Do you ever play lottery bingo tickets? 4. Do you like Little Caesars pizza? And 5. Have you ever drank an orange tangerine Tampico before? 1. I would say occasionally, like if you're talking Starbucks or something, but I usually get their Frappuccinos. 2. That question is a little bit personal. I don't think I really feel comfortable with saying who my favorite teacher is, though I'll just give you my favorite cartoon teacher. I'll say Mr. Van Driesen from Beavis and Butthead, because he's funny. 3. Of course, like, now that I'm over 18 years old, I do that a lot, and while they are scams, they are fun to play. Especially the bingo ones, they are a blast. 4. I do. I really do. I go there every now and then. Very good place. Though I don't know why people are saying it's bad. Like, guys, it's not bad. It's a good place. And 5. Not that I know of. I'll just say no. Now, before we continue, Bubba's World, this is a message for you. I don't know if you've been looking at my community tabs, and I mentioned you in one of them, but you shouldn't be doing 6 comments. Like, I did mention before that I only allow 15 comments, and each user should have at least 1 or 2 comments. So you're welcome to ask up to 5 questions, like that's what I've been saying, but just don't just spew out 6 comments. No, that's not acceptable. So I hope you remember. Anyways, you asked, 1, what's your thoughts on T-Nick improving? 2, what's your opinion on the Super Mario Bros. Super Show? And 3, what's your opinions on the Dr. Seuss specials? 1. Oh, yes, I am glad. I'm glad they're improving, though I don't like how they're including Nicktoons cartoons on there. Like, that's not acceptable. They should just put a block on Nicktoons for that, but you already heard of that from my last video I made, so I'm not going to say much. 2. I've seen a little bit of it. I guess it's fine. I mean, there's been lots of memes about that show, so yeah, I would say it's a decent series. And 3, I haven't seen much aside from How the Grinch Stole Christmas, so I'd say they're okay. But that one's my personal favorite. Next questions go from JB Films 115, and he asked, 1, what's your opinion on Get Ungrounded trivia? 2, what's your opinion on the Sonic franchise? 3, what is your least favorite show from PBS Kids besides Caillou? 4, which is better, Sonic Boom or Sonic Prime? And 5, what game consoles do you have? 1, I've seen a little bit of it actually back then. I'd say it's like a little cringe, but at the same time, it's okay. 2, well, as I've stated before, I'm not really a huge fan of it. Let's move on. 3, I guess we'll say Barney. Like, I know I said before that I kind of like those first 2 seasons, but everything else after that, especially when they changed the intro and got rid of Bob West, the show was going downhill. So let's just say Barney. Barney and Friends. 4. I haven't seen Sonic Prime. I've seen a little bit of Sonic Boom. So as much as I'm not a big fan of the show or the character itself, I'll say Sonic Boom. Also, speaking of Sonic Boom, I have seen your post about Sonic Boom. Apparently, Cartoon Network still has the rights to it, but yet they don't air it. That shocked me. I didn't think they would still own the rights. I thought they lost it by now, but no, they still have it. Very shocking. And 5, currently I only have Xbox Ones, like 2 Xbox Ones in my location, at my place. And I think I still have a Wii, but of course I don't use it. Though I have heard that rumor that if you still have a Wii console, it would explode. What? That's one of the most silliest things I've ever heard. That's very ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyways, more questions from you, and he asked, 1, which is better, Bluey or Peppa Pig? 2, what's your opinion on Naughty and Toyland 2009 and Wally Kazam? 3, which is better, Paw Patrol or Rusty Rivets? 4, do you think Brian Robbins should get fired from Nickelodeon? And 5, what's your opinion on me? 1, Bluey, definitely. I did say before I didn't like the show, but compared to Peppa Pig, it is a lot better. 100%. 2, Naughty and Toyland. Okay, here's the thing. The only Naughty shows I've actually seen are Naughty and... No. What's it called? Naughty's Toyland Adventures and Make Way for Naughty. I haven't really seen Naughty and Toyland, but if I ever look at it, I'm pretty sure it would be bad, so let's just say it sucks. And as for Wally Kazam, not something I'm really interested in. 3, Rusty Rivets I do not like, but Paw Patrol, I only like the intro, so... I think I'm gonna have to say Paw Patrol just for the intro only. And because, well, I don't know what else. I guess because I have seen Paw Patrol a little bit, and Rusty Rivets I haven't, so maybe I'll just say that, just for the heck of it. 4, I do think so, but not just him. John Flannery, too. Like, I know I did say before that Brian Robbins is the reason why Nickelodeon's dying, but actually that's not the truth. That's not 100% the truth, as John Flannery is also the one causing the mischief, so he should get fired alongside Brian Robbins. Unless if they get another different scheduler, and then Brian Robbins is agreeing with their thoughts about having variety, then I guess Brian Robbins can stay. But if he's agreeing with John Flannery, then yeah, he should go. And 5, I do like you. I actually do, because, well, you're cool, and I actually like how you're not one of those freaking idiots that's hating on me from my past. Like, why are you only hating on someone just because of what they did back then, no matter if it was a mistake or not? Like, get over it. I'm really getting done with hearing this, and I'm trying to forget as much as I can. Also, as for some Top Cat fan, I guess I'll still say he's okay, even though he has some stuff. I'm not going to say it, but yeah. Overall, you were definitely cool, and I'm glad you still respect me no matter what. Okay, next question goes from Dylan Thomas again, and he asked, 1, do you like swimming in a pool? 2, do you wish that you were born in the 1960s or 1970s? 3, are you sad that Jimmy Carter passed away at the age of 100 this year? 4, do you like to dance to disco music? And 5, what's your opinions on Brian Robbins and John Flannery and Christina Miller? 1, yes, of course, especially around the summertime. 2, yeah. I was born around the early 2000s, so yeah, that would have been cool to be born around that time, so I can see the old shows back when they used to like be good, like Thomas and Friends and Fireman Sam and all that jazz. Oh, and also other old shows like The Brady Bunch and etc. 3, yeah, I would say I'm sad. Though I am honestly so very surprised that, unlike Betty White, he actually surpassed 100. That is a record. People are such legends if they survive until that time period. So he is a lucky man. But yeah, rest in peace. May he rest in peace. 4, yes, but not just disco music, any other type of music besides rap. And 5, well, just like what I said before about Brian Robbins and John Flannery, they're not good guys. I mean, I guess Brian Robbins is like, he's mediocre, but John Flannery, oh my god, he sucks. Man, the schedules he comes up with are all trash. Ugh. And as for Christina Miller, well, she killed Cartoon Network, or at least she thought she did, until it was revived a few years later. Thank God she does not work there anymore. Whew. God bless. God bless for that. Okay, next question goes from Tai He, and he asked, 1. What's your thoughts on Jimmy Neutron coming back? 2. What's your opinion on MeTV? 3. What's your opinion on the Munsters? 4. What do you think of TNX's current schedule? And 5. What's your favorite Thomas and Friends characters? 1. That's shocking. I did not expect Jimmy Neutron to come back. Like, ever since they made the last episode, which was the last and final crossover with the Fairly Odd Parents, I was sad. Like, and the reason why they ended is because of the CGI company, DNA Productions. They shut down because of their Ant Bully movie, because that was just a disappointment. But yeah, this is shocking. I'm glad Jimmy Neutron's coming back. That's definitely one of Nickelodeon's best shows ever. And that CGI, oh my god, is it great. Way better than Thomas and Friends' CGI, at least from seasons 13 through 16. So yeah, that is phenomenal. 2. I like it, even though I currently do not own the channel. The channel, I still do like it. Great variety, and it's something Boomerang should have been, or should be now, but nope, they're just focusing on new stuff. Bad decision. 3. I've never heard of the Munsters. 4. So no opinion. 4. I have talked about that in my last video, so you can go ahead and check that out, but I would say it is weird, but it's kind of decent. It's good. If I had to give it a rating, maybe a 7 out of 10, 6.5, around there. Yeah. And 5, well, I guess any character that was in the classic series. Thomas, Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Toby, Duck, Donald and Douglas, Oliver, Toad, Sir Topham Hatt, the conductors and stuff. Any character from the classic series, and I would say the new series, but some are kind of written poorly, so let's just say the classic series characters. Okay, next question goes from Summerboy5534. Man, I'm having lots of troubles with that. Anyways, 1. He asked, 1. Do you think that Checkered Past still may have some hope despite them only now being an hour? 2. What do you think of Go Animate? 3. What specific animated Disney movies have you seen that are non-Pixar? 4. What is your favorite childhood memory? And 5. What are your top 5 favorite Cartoon Network shows? Oh, this is interesting. Okay. 1. I guess they do. I mean, they're not keeping the whole block on autopilot. They are changing it by putting in Ed, Edd n Eddy and Cartoon Planet as of right now. Though I still want them to extend sometime soon. Hopefully. And maybe put them on weekends too. 2. I love Go Animate. Even though some old videos can be cringe and they do not make any sense whatsoever, Go Animate's awesome. Fun fact though, I have watched Go Animate as early as the early 2010s. But the first videos from that website I've ever watched were actually those noggin sign-off and the end sign-ons and stuff like that. That is clear-cut nostalgia right there. 3. I don't really know, like, the only Disney movies I have seen are actually Pixar related, so I'm not really exactly sure. So, yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any. 4. Man, I've had so many childhood memories back in my day. But this isn't my personal favorite. I'll just give out one of my personal favorites. I guess my personal favorite childhood memory would having to be so freaking obsessed with Blue's Clues. Like, that's one of the main reasons why I still like it now, because, like, let me ask you guys something. Isn't there a specific show that you loved a lot back then, and then you remind yourself of the good old days by liking it still to this day? That's how I feel about Blue's Clues. Like, oh my god. My obsession with the show back then was so awesome. I love it. And 5, I have made that list before back then, but my list has changed. So let's see. Number 5, let's see. Now I think classic shows, wait. I was going to put Looney Tunes, but that's not really too much of a Cartoon Network show, so let's see. Let's just stick with Cartoon Network originals. So number 5 could be Johnny Bravo. Number 4 could be... No, fix it. Number 5 could be Uncle Grandpa. Number 4 could be Apple and Onion. Number 3 could be Regular Show. Number 2 could be Courage the Cowardly Dog. And number 1 could, of course, be Ed, Edd n Eddy. And I know many people do not like Uncle Grandpa, but I'm starting to like it a little bit now. So yeah. Okay. Another question from Bubba's World. And he asked, what's your opinion on the Dora reboot? It's ugly, and I hate it. The animation's horrible. Though I do like how Kathleen Harris is in that show voicing Mammy. And I do not like how they turned the map into a girl. Like, that was stupid. Alright, next question goes from Blue to Be Dean Network 98. And he asked, 1. Which character from TV series or film is better? Though shown. Tico the Squirrel or title character from Aladdin? And 2, which children's character voiced by Jessica DeCicco is better? Though shown. 1. I'm not a big fan of Aladdin, but the animated Aladdin? Okay, I'll just say Aladdin. One of the main reasons because I do like that one joke they made in the movie when Aladdin was playing chess with his rug, and then he looked at the screen very silly like, and he's like, I can't believe it, I'm losing to a rug. That was funny. And 2, I would say, let's see, from those shown, I would say Wenwu, of course. And as much as I don't like the Loud House, I'll give her credit on that one. The other ones, not really what I would say. Okay. Next question goes from Osai Gaming Boy 5503. And he asked, 1. Oh boy, here we go again. What are your least favorite episodes of SpongeBob from its golden era, seasons 1 through 3? 2. Are there any episodes from Thomas and Friends seasons 1 through 7 that you find not as great as others? If so, which ones? 3. What's your opinion on the 2D animation being overshadowed nowadays by a lot of media companies in favor of generic 3D slash CGI animation? 4. If Cartoon Network just aired Teen Titans Go, which they do not do anymore, thankfully, and Boomerang just aired Looney Tunes, what 5 shows would you add to those channels? And 5, what is the first TV channel you remember watching as a kid? Oh, interesting. Okay, anyways, number 1. As I've stated in the last Ask episode, Party Pooper Pants. Easily the worst episode in that whole era. 2. Let's keep the first 6 seasons out of the way, because those seasons are superb on their own. Season 7, on the other hand... Now, I'm not saying all episodes are bad, per se, but there's some that are kind of boredom. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I'm actually thinking about which episodes are boring. I can't really think of any. So I don't think there is. I would just say those first 7 seasons are great on their own. If there are some episodes I would have to choose, maybe The Old Bridge and Trusty Rusty or something. But yeah, that's minor. 3. I'd just say it's ridiculous. 4. Let's see. Cartoon Network. I would add in Regular Show, Adventure Time. I would say Apple and Onion, but that show doesn't have many episodes. How about like Chowder? Gumball? And then maybe another old show like the Powerpuff Girls. And then Boomerang. Definitely some Tom and Jerry, the Flintstones, the Jetsons. Let's see, it has to be believable. And it has to be classic too. How about any Scooby-Doo show in particular? And then how about another classic Cartoon Network show? How about something like Foster's Home or something like that? Just some random examples. And 5. It's either Noggin or Nickelodeon, because I remembered when I was little and I would go downstairs, I would watch, there was either, I think SpongeBob was on, so I believe it was Nickelodeon. But I don't exactly remember. Okay, next question goes from Cash YouTube Guy, 9807. Yay, he's back. And he asked, 1, or singular 1, which one do you think would be better? A stepdad, a dad, or a stepdad? I don't think it really matters, but maybe a stepdad? I don't know. Let's just say that. Oh boy. Okay, next question goes from Louis Picard. And he asked, this is very freaking uneven. And as you can see here, I noticed you did letters as numbers with this 2 here. And if you look here, I did say your set of questions is unorganized and 2 is supposed to be the number 2. You're supposed to look at your responses, dude. Like, I don't know why some people don't do that, but I'm not gonna get on them for that. Anyways, 1. He asked, 1, what's your opinion on number blocks? 2, what's your opinion on alpha blocks? 3, do you think Cartoon Network should be 14 hours a day, still from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.? 4, what's your opinion on Futurama? And 5, what's your opinion on The Simpsons? 1, I've never seen it, so I have no opinion. 2, I believe it was already answered, so yeah, look back on there. 3, yes, definitely, because the 11-hour thing was just freaking ridiculous. 4, meh, I guess it's fine. I'm not a big of a fan of it. And 5, I'm okay with it. It's an okay show. Way better than Family Guy, though, that's for sure. More questions from Bubba's World, and he asked, 1, what's better, Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry? And 2, what's worse, Ben and Holly or Peppa Pig? 1, back then I would say Tom and Jerry, but now I'd say Looney Tunes. And 2, Peppa Pig, definitely, because I think Ben and Holly's little kingdom is ended. Though I might be wrong, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. All right, more questions from Summerboy50534. And he asked, 1, can you do some Courage the Cowardly Dog impressions with not just with Courage, but different characters too? 2, 4K UHD Blu-ray or DVD? Interesting one. 3, thoughts on Wicked 2024? 4, what do you think of Regular Show getting a complete series DVD box set? And 5, do you think you will become a Go Animator? 1, I actually could. I don't know if I could do that reporter guy. You know, the guy that says, we interrupt this program to bring you an important message. Nah, not so much. Eustace I can definitely do. Hey, stupid dog, get out of here! And how about that slab guy? That slab guy. Return the slab or suffer my curse. You are not perfect. Oh no, not that guy. Yeah. 2. I guess DVD. I never actually owned a Blu-ray or any of those other things, so I'd just say DVD. But Blu-rays are cool too. 3. I've actually never seen it, just like you. So I would just say no opinion. 4. Wait. Isn't that like The Wizard of Oz? Yeah, I've never seen it. No opinion. 4. I do think it's great. Yeah, it's about time they're doing that. It took them so long. And 5. Oh my god. Okay. I have been thinking of this for the longest time. Like, I've been looking at so many videos done by these animators, rants, salutes, character eliminations, and those favorite to least favorite things. So it's been in my head for a long time, but really there isn't much redeeming factors with getting GoAnimate now because they changed to Vion, and there's other places to get the original Comedy World things, like on Rapper on Offline, online or something, whatever it's called. But yeah, I have been thinking long and hard to doing my favorite and least favorite things, or by the numbers or whatever, how people would do it. So I don't know. I really don't know about that one. I'm still thinking about it still to this day too. So that might be a hold off or something. Anyways, next question goes from Blue to Beating Network 98 again, and he asked 1. Which is better, dragons or squirrels? 2. Would you love it if Boomerang brought back 2 stupid dogs on his channel? And 3. Which character from TV series or film is better? Issa or Genie? Oh, wait, I made a mistake. Aladdin is that that guy on the what is it called? That rug thing or something. The Genie is what I was meant to say about the Genie is the one that said, "I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug." I apologize for that mistake. It's just I'm not familiar with Aladdin. I'm not. Okay, anyways, 1. I would say squirrels, because dragons are kind of scary. Except for the ones on Dragon Tales, of course. 2. Yes, definitely. I understand they don't have much episodes, so why can't they just place it on weekends, or at least half an hour on weekdays? I don't know. And 3. The Genie, because of the reason I said before. And again, it wasn't Aladdin that said it, it was the Genie. So that was my mistake. Okay. More questions from Summerboy50534. And he asked again, 1. Do you think you will pick up the complete series DVD box set of Courage the Cowardly Dog and Regular Show? And 2. Opinion on Titanic 1997. 1. Okay, as much as I love those shows, I don't think I will. Because, come on, Regular Show is already showing on Cartoon Network enough as is. And as for Courage the Cowardly Dog, it's still on Checkered Past. And even if it's gone, I'll still have all the episodes recorded, so yeah, there's really no need for this. And 2, I would say it's okay, but pretty much the only thing I remember from that movie is when the Titanic crashed. That's basically it. So I'd say it's okay, but it is talked about a lot, I will admit. And the last question goes from Dylan Thomas, and he asked, do you still have those 3 pictures of, Baby Lola, Thomas the Tank Engine, and Ed, Ed, and Eddie? To be honest, I do. But I know you're only asking about the poster things, but you guys remember those little small pictures I used to have, much like Matthew Davis Media? I got rid of those, mainly because I decided to move on to big posters. So I still have posters from these respective shows here and characters, but now I included a picture of Blue's Clues and Courage the Cowardly Dog. So yeah, that's different. But I do want to talk about this Lola thing. Okay. if anyone's wondering why I only have a picture of Lola and no other character, that's because I do think she is the best one in the whole show. This is only my opinion. Once again, there's no weird factors about it. It's just because I only think she's the only good character in the whole show, and the main reason why I would watch Baby Looney Tunes still to this day. That's my entire reason. Though, if you're wondering, the big poster of Thomas, unfortunately I got rid of it. That was a stupid decision on my part, but then again, I had it for like 3 or 4 years, so I guess it's fine. Okay. I know I normally don't do these in all my episodes, but I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. Though I do kind of feel a little disappointed how I didn't mention the genie there. I think I have, but I don't think I have. I don't think so. But I did mention the movie, so I'm just gonna keep it that way. Yep, that's what happens when you don't see a movie for a long time. You forget about it. You forget about certain things. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys for watching this episode. And stay tuned for episode 12, coming up very soon. Yep. So see you guys later, and have a nice, very good day. Alright, goodbye.